Good afternoon once again. We were talking about the reasons for mismatch between the cash book and the passbook. As I told you, the passbook is the replica of your, the book maintained by the banker. Okay, and earlier they used to give a copy of the passbook, the original passbook maintained by the banker. A copy of that is given to you as a small booklet. And now these days those small booklets are gone and there's a bank statement issued. Okay, so every month there's a bank statement comes to you, and now that is also gone and a bank statement is sent to your phone or by mail. Okay, or to your system by email. This bank statement that you receive is a replica of the book maintained by the bank, the passbook. Okay, the passbook. So this bank statement is compared with the cash book. Okay, and when there is a mismatch and we try to reconcile these two. Okay, fine. uh, Now, we have been talking about two major reasons for these two books not to agree. What are the two major reasons? One is it may be by errors committed by the cashier, or maybe some errors might be taking place in the bank transactions also by the banker also. So there may be errors committed by the banker or maybe committed by the cashier, right? So other than these two reasons, okay, there are non-error reasons, like there may be a check recorded in your bank, in your cash book, but the same is not sent for presentation to get the cash by your creditor. Okay, and sometimes your customer may directly deposit money into your account. So such things, due to such things also there may be a mismatch. But today we will talk about exclusively on errors. If errors creep into the cash book or the passbook, how do we deal with them? This is not very difficult. Let me tell you, this is confusing, highly confusing. Now look at this. Try to attempt this. Okay, try to attempt this. Debit balance as per cash book. Please tell me whether it is favorable balance or unfavorable balance.
Sir, favorable balance.
It's a favorable balance. Okay. Now, credit balance as per passbook. Is it favorable or unfavorable?
Unfavorable.
Unfavorable balance. Yeah, unfavorable balance. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Talking about the passbook credit balance.
Favorable balance.
Yeah. So look at this. Now this is a favorable balance. Okay, positive balance. We'll try to record this. Okay, what is the entry? Look at this. Balance as per cash book, 10,000 rupees on the outer column. The heading, bank reconciliation statement. The template has three columns: particulars, amount, and amount. The first item is the balance as per the cash book, 10,000. And what next? What next? A check for 1,000 deposited but not recorded in the cash book. Okay, it is not recorded in the cash book. Okay, look at this. 1,000 deposited. When you deposited, okay, what happens? The passbook balance increases, but the same is forgotten to enter into the cash book. As a result, the cash book shows less balance compared to the passbook. Right. If you're starting your solution with the balance as per cash book, what will you do? what you have to do? Yeah, what do you have to do? I'm
Add, sir.
asking everybody, not just Kapish, not just Miss Mittal, okay? All of this. If you're starting your problem or your solution with cash book balance, favorable balance, what will you do? Cash book, as per cash book, the balance is less, as per passbook, the balance is more. If passbook is given, you have to reduce it so that you can bring it to the level of cash book. If cash book is given, you have to add it so that you have to bring it to the level of, so that you can bring it to the level of passbook, right? Agree with me? Okay, now add a check avoided. Can you see my screen, my solution?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. A check avoided to record in the cash book. Avoided to record in the cash book. In the cash book. Okay, in the cash book, 1000 rupees to be added. To be added. Let's take one more. B. A check, that's over. B. C. A check deposit of, a check deposit of 200 was recorded in the cash book as if there is no bank column therein. Right. It is recorded in the cash book, but not in the bank column, but not in the bank column. What is this? I want you to attempt. The
Sir,
answer,
we have to subtract this, sir.
yeah,
We
a
have to subtract this
of 200 was recorded in the cash book.
cash book. Yeah, sir. It is already recorded in the cash book, right, sir?
Yeah,
So we have to
recorded, listen, ma,
delete.
is recorded in the cash book.
Yeah, sir. So it is already recorded. It is not recorded in bank passbook, right, sir? So we should subtract from
We need
passbook.
to separate it, sir.
We have to subtract it from passbook, sir.
Yes, yes. Uh, right. Before you jump into the conclusion, let me just, can I supplement my clarification to you? Yeah, it is like this. uh, when you are when you are depositing a check, what is that generally you do? You will enter that amount in the cash book. Which column do you enter that?
Debit column.
No, which column? Bank or cash?
Bank column.
Bank.
Bank column. Okay, bank column. And also cash column, that's there, right? That is also there. But what happened is a check of 200 was recorded in the cash book. Okay, not in the bank column. You might have recorded in the cash column, but not in the bank column. If it is not recorded in the bank column, as per the cash book, the bank balance is less. But as per the passbook, okay, it is already submitted, deposited. The banker might have already collected the amount, and the passbook record shows more balance compared to the cash book, because the cash book there's no entry in the bank column. When there's no entry, the bank balance of the company as per cash book is less, but as per the record of the banker, that is the passbook, it is more. What will you do now?
We less, sir.
Yeah, you're starting with favorable balance of cash book.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it is supposed to be more, but it is less as per cash book. Okay, as per cash book, but as per passbook, it is more.
Sir, as per cash book, it is more, sir. As per passbook, it is less. Because it is he already recorded in the cash book, right, sir? But
Okay.
he did not record in the passbook, right, sir?
Right, right. It is, look at this one. Yeah, there are three columns, right? Cash book, uh,
Bank and discount.
cash book, three columns, right? This is cash.
Yes.
Okay, there's a cash column, there's a bank column,
Bank column and discount column.
likewise cash, bank, discount
Yes,
on credit side also.
yes,
Okay,
yes, sir.
when you're depositing, okay, when you're depositing, you should have entered 200 here, no?
No, sir. We should have he entered 200 in the cash, right, sir, already.
Yes, yeah.
He
Look,
thought there is no bank, but he already entered 200 in the credit.
this side you have entered. Cash is going out, you have entered. Cash is going out, you have credited. But bank is taking, na. You have to debit here also, right? The bank is taking money, right? Okay, bank is taking, na. You have to debit, na. Okay, cash, cashier is giving, so therefore cash is credited. This is
Sir, we are getting this money, right, sir? It is deposited to our account, right?
no, we are not getting money. We are
Sir, deposit means 200 deposited.
no, we are giving money. We are keeping our money with the banker.
It's going into bank's account, no? So it'll go into deposit. बाहर जा रहा हमारे account से.
Yeah, that's what it's going into the banker. It's your account only very much, but you're giving into the hands of the banker your money. Okay, to keep it as in safe custody, right? So your money very much, but it is given to the banker. So therefore, the banker is debited. Who is giving you? The cashier or the company. On behalf of the company, the cashier gives. This is credited. This is done. This is what he says. But he forgot to, or he has ignored to record it here.
Yeah, he ignored in the bank, right? So we will subtract 200, right? So no, we
Uh,
not add 200, right? We
uh,
subtract 200.
Kapish is confused. Okay. Now I'll just have to clarify like this.
Even I am confused, sir.
Yeah, good, good, good. Good, you say that I didn't understand, I'm confused, right? So that I can explain you. Let us say this is bank statement. Okay, bank statement. This is how bank statement looks like, right? Right. This is how bank statement looks. Let's say opening balance. Okay, opening balance. Let's say uh, is let's say 10,000, right? Then you have deposited. Okay, you have deposit. Let's say this is debit, this is credit.
Credit. Okay, sir.
Okay, and you have deposited some amount. When you let's say 500, you have deposited, and again on
Sir,
the
deposit has two meaning, right, sir? Like deposit means we'll get money and we will give money. Here it's like we are getting money, sir. It's if you read the sentence, it's meaning like we are getting the money, sir.
No, dude, we are depositing the money in the bank, right? So it will get credited to the bank.
Kapish, just give me just a couple of minutes. I'll come back to you. Okay, deposit again 400. Then withdrawal. Okay, withdrawal is 300. Okay, so this was the opening balance. When you deposited, how much it became?
7,500.
Uh, 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, actually, this is the bank and this is balance. And this is particulars. Okay, all right. So this is how the bank statement looks. You just go back and check. You know, you ask your dad, many of you might be majors and you have your own accounts. So you
Yes,
can
sir.
ask your dad or you check your own account. It looks like this only.
Yes, sir.
There is an open balance,
Credit balance and debit balance.
deposit, it is credited. Okay, look at this, 500 credited, 400 credited. Every time you are taking out money, it is debited. Okay, so the banker, now Kapish, I am coming to you. The banker, every time you deposit, okay, every time you deposit, he feels that he's taking the money and he gives you the credit. He gives you the credit and he takes the debit. That he takes the debit is not visible here. That he gives you credit is visible here. He gets the debit when he is taking money. You're giving it to the banker, right? He has to be debited. That is not visible. And because you're giving money to him, that is credited.
Yes.
Okay. And
So,
similarly, when you're taking away money, okay, you have to be debited. It is debited. And banker will credit himself. That crediting himself is not visible to you. Debiting to you is visible. Every time you give money to the banker, he will take the debit and gives you credit.
credit, yes, sir.
Every time you withdraw money, he gives you debit and you
Takes
credit.
credit.
That is what. And it is opposite to cash book. What you are doing as a cashier, every time you deposit money, you will record in the bank column. Okay. Every
Yes, sir.
time you take money,
We'll
your
record in the bank column, yes, sir.
debit side, and every
Yes.
time you're withdrawing, you're writing on the credit side, bank column. Look at this, ma. It is like this. Okay, cash account, debit. This is your cash book, right?
Yes, sir.
So every time you deposit money, bank is taking now, let's say 200 is deposited. Okay, cash book with the bank column. Okay, cash book with bank column. So when you're depositing money, you know how it looks? Bank account, debit. Okay, bank account, debit to cash. Okay, let's say insert left. Yeah, yeah, bank account, debit. Okay, to cash. You're writing here to cash. Look at this one. Bank account, Kapish, bank account
Debit to cash.
to cash. Where are you writing?
Bank column.
In the bank.
Bank. Yes, sir.
Okay. And similarly, you know, yeah, similarly, who is giving this? Who is giving?
Bank is giving a
Cashier is giving. Company.
cash company.
So cash account is credited with bank by bank
By bank.
by bank. And where are you writing that amount?
Cash.
In the cash column. Every time you are depositing, you are debiting to bank column and crediting to cash column.
Cash column.
Every time you are withdrawing money, you will be, cash is taking money. Now, let's say you're withdrawing to, okay, to bank, cash account, debit,
To
okay,
bank.
to bank.
In cash column right now, sir.
In cash column, let's say 500 you have withdrawn. 500 you're writing here. Okay. And again, you have to credit now. Who is giving this? Who is giving this amount? Okay. Who is giving? Bank,
He is
right?
giving, sir.
Yeah.
Cash.
By bank.
Sir, cash, sir.
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. By cash. Yeah, sorry. By cash. Yeah. In cash account. Okay. In cash account, we are crediting with 500. Where are we writing this 500? In the bank column. Okay,
Yes,
every
sir.
time there is a withdrawal, it is credited in the cash book. Every time you're depositing money, you're debiting in the cash book bank column. Now look at this one. We are not worried about all this stuff. We are not worried about all this stuff. Okay, right. We are not worried about this discount column. Okay, and Yeah, we are not worried about all those things. We are worried about our bank column only, whether it is credit side or debit side.
David said this.
That's it. When we are preparing BRS, imagine 3-column cash book, or even if it is 2-column cash book without discount, only cash and bank columns. Okay, so now let's come back to this point. Where are we? A cash deposit of 200 was recorded in the cash book, not in bank column. Not in bank column. You're not recording in the bank column. You're not recording in the bank column. 200, you're not recording in the bank column. You're not recording it here. You have recorded it here, but you did not record it here. When you did not record it here, what happens as per cash book? To that extent, the amount is shown less. To that extent, the amount is shown less. Okay, but as per passbook, the amount is unchanged. That means if you compare the amounts, two figures, the passbook balance is more, the cash book balance is less. So if you're starting with cash book balance, then what you have to do, you have to add amount not recorded in bank column of the cash book. How much? 200. Any confusion here? Yeah, I think Ganesh said confusion. Is it clear, Ganesh?
No confusion.
No, somebody said I'm also confused. Who is that?
Tirumalesh.
Arun, is it clear or you want me to explain once again? Timlesh, Mr. Tarun.
Yes, sir, it's clear now.
It's clear, okay. Anybody else more? Anybody else you want me to explain?
No, sir. No understood, sir.
Okay. Right, now this is over. Next is a check issued for 250 was recorded as 205 in the cash column. Okay, now
Yes.
it is not about 205, it is about what
Okay, sir.
not recorded or what you have recorded, right? So a check of 250, right? A check of 250 is supposed to be recorded when you're issuing what when cash balance comes down. When you're issuing check, the cash balance comes
Come down.
if you record. If you record.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
But this is not recorded. But the check went to the bank. The check went to the bank. The banker recorded it. How does he record it? He reduces the amount.
Sir, should we create a suspense account for that?
No.
No. Don't
Okay.
all those things. Now we think of only cash book and passbook. That's it. Don't complicate things. It's very easy.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it's very easy. Don't go to journal. Don't go to trial balance. Don't go to ledger accounts.
Sir,
Don't.
instead of recording 250, he recorded 205, right? So the cash column, so we write 45 rupees, right? Rest balance left.
So yeah, the 45 rupees should be added, na, sir?
No, it is.
It should be subtracted, right?
Yeah.
No, issued for recorded.
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah.
should, right? So it
Oh
will be
yeah,
minus,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Guys,
Yes,
a
yes,
check is issued. When it is issued, to that extent, the cash book balance should come down. It did not come down for the reason you did not record it. Sir, it is said clearly it is recorded, sir.
Yeah, sir.
It is said clearly it is recorded. It is recorded, but
But wrong balance is recorded, sir.
it is not in the bank column. Okay, it is not in this column. It is supposed to be written here. It is not written here. It is written in the cash column again.
Sir, it is written in the cash column, but he recorded wrong balance, right, sir?
No,
Sir,
yes. It's a
27, sir.
contra entry. It's a contra entry. Okay. this contra entry is not, only partly it is written. Now we whether it is written here or not, that is immaterial for us. But if it is not written in the bank column of the cash book, then we have to definitely concern for it. So this is what happened. It is recorded in the cash column. What does, we had to take care of that. It is supposed to be recorded in the bank column also. It is not recorded. So thereby, to this extent, the amount is not reduced. What should you do? Now you reduce it. You reduce it. It is forgotten to mention in the bank column, to record in the bank column. What next? Just reduce it. So less. Check wrongly recorded in the cash column 250.
Sir, why 250, sir?
250.
Sir, he issued 250, but he already recorded 205, right, sir? So only 45 rupees difference is there, right,
Yeah,
sir?
that's it, sir. 45 rupees, right?
Yeah, if it is recorded here 205.
Yeah, sir, it is recorded 205, but he should have recorded 250. But the difference is only 45 rupees different, right, sir? So why will again we write 250, sir?
Correct.
So we can just write 45 and the account will be nullified, right, sir?
Great. Okay, good, man, good. Look at this. It is, if it is recorded in the bank column 205, what you have said is correct. 45 only we have to mention.
Sir, but he did not mention bank only, right, sir? He mentioned cash column, so we'll only see cash column.
The answer is in your very question. He did not mention at all here. So whether he has recorded 205 or 105 or 55, what does it matter? Right? This is immaterial for us. This 205, 105, all this. It
Sir,
is.
but he already told
Oh,
205 recorded,
ఏం
right, sir?
చెప్తావు బియ్యి పోతుంది దీని మీద
Sir, then you are saying that the 250 is recorded. That's it.
250 is not recorded. He should have recorded 250, but he recorded 205. So the difference is 45 rupees.
Maheshwar, mute.
Maheshwar, mute.
Okay. So it is not recorded at all. If it is recorded 205 in the bank column, then what you said is correct. 45 we have to record.
Sir, why you are bringing bank again, sir? He did not mention bank.
No, dude, the sir is saying that like the 205 is in the cash column. If it is
Yeah,
recorded in
so
the bank column,
that's what first we should nullify cash column only, right? He made a mistake in the cash column only. Then we'll after looking at cash
Wait,
column, then we'll go to bank,
Let
right?
sir talk once.
Okay. Now, when you're preparing BRS, we are least bothered about what is written in cash column, what is not written in the cash column. First, you come to that conclusion. That is immaterial for us. What is written in the cash column of the cash book, discount column of the cash book. So these two columns, cash column and discount columns are immaterial for us. For us, what is important is when check is issued, did you mention that in the bank column? When check is deposited, did you mention that in the bank column of the cash book? So here 250 is not mentioned in the bank column. That we will account for. It is to be reduced. It is not reduced. We will reduce it now. Then you will talk about 205. Sir, what about 205? No, that's immaterial. We are least bothered about it. We don't want to know also. What is written in cash column, what is written in discount column, we are least bothered about. It has nothing to do with our reconciliation statement. We are trying to reconcile the bank column only with this passbook, bank statement. That's it. Are we reconciling with cash column and BRS also? No. We are not reconciling with cash column. We are not reconciling with discount column. Neither discount column nor cash column. We are trying to reconcile with the bank statement. What we are doing is bank column. We are trying to reconcile with the bank statement. This bank column is in the cash book, which is with the cashier. The bank statement is with the banker. We are trying to reconcile only these two: bank column of cash book and bank statement. That's it. That's it. Clear? Capish? Is
Okay,
that
sir.
still not convinced?
Still have some doubts. I need to work out that sum, so then only I'll understand.
Okay.
Then what about 205, sir?
205, that's what is the condition I said? We don't look at cash column of the cash book. We don't look at discount column of the cash book. Whether it is written 205 or 105 or 55 or 45, but we don't want to know also.
Sir, but we made a mistake in the cash column only, right, sir?
Let it be. Our concern is why it is not recorded in the bank column. Is it BRS or something else? It is bank reconciliation statement. It is not cash and bank reconciliation statement.
So you only matter about the things which go into the bank statement, not about the cash.
You know, these things, you know, this bank column. Okay, look at this. This is debit, right? And in this debit is credit here, and this credit is debit here, right? That's it. Whether these two columns, look at this, whether 1 and 2, these two columns are matching with these two columns or not. That's all we do. That is why it is bank reconciliation statement. Okay?
Then we should add this 250 also, right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
The, the, the formula which you are telling, in this we should add 250, right, sir? Because we should have check means the balance is debited to us and it is debited to the bank, right, sir? So again we'll add this, right, sir? Because debit side is always added and credit side is subtracted.
No, when you are issuing, okay, when you are issuing, you are supposed to reduce it. Okay, but it is.
Yeah, sir, we are reducing it in the cash column, but it is not mentioned in the passbook you're telling, right, sir? Bank.
I'm not getting clearly, ma. Can you set your mic properly?
Sir, now you're getting my voice.
I think there's some kind of resound coming. Go ahead.
Sir, you told 250 is recorded in the cash column, but it's not recorded in the bank column. So, sir, 250 it is debiting from our balance, right, sir? Cash column it is debiting, but in the bank column it is debiting, right, sir? So debit balance we always have to separate.
Is your audio is giving some trouble?
Yeah, we are not fully understanding what you're trying.
Yeah, Kapish. Check out your connection. Check out your connection.
Kapish.
Okay.
Okay, Kapish only. Okay. Okay, if anybody understood what Kapish is trying to say, can you repeat it?
No, sir. Like he was, his words were some missing. That's why even we couldn't understand. That's why.
Okay, Kapish.
Now you're able to hear me, sir?
Now it's clear.
Sir, you told 250. We issued a check, right, sir? 250.
250?
We are issuing a check of 250. You told, right, sir?
Yes.
So 250 is written for. So it is debiting from our balance, right, sir? Cash column. 250 is going to subtract.
Look at this. What is debit here is credit in the bank statement.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm telling you. Debit balance we always add and credit balance we always subtract it.
Debit balance?
We always add and credit balance we always subtract it.
Yes, this is to be subtracted.
So, sir, now the 250.
Wait a minute. It is supposed to be deducted from the cash book, which is not done, and deduct it now. That is the logic you have to understand.
Okay, sir.
It is supposed to be debit, you know, look at this. When it is deposited, you are writing here. When it is withdrawn, you are writing here. It is supposed to be written here, 250. Okay, it is not written, right? But the entry is already made here. Okay, 250.
Okay, sir.
So this 250 it is mentioned here, but it is not mentioned here. So what happens? There is a mismatch. So you do it now. You mention it here. How do you mention it back? By reducing from the balance as per cash book. What is this 250? What is the wording? Check wrongly recorded in the cash column. Okay, and not in bank. Not in bank column. Bank column. Okay, 250. Okay, right. Next. This is over. Right. Debit balance of 1500 as on the previous day was brought forward as a credit balance. Debit balance of the 1500. Debit balance of 1500. Okay. Debit balance of 1500. Okay. What shall we write? Debit balance of 1500 on the previous day was brought forward as a credit balance.
So we should credit in the. So we should
Sir, I think
calculate this.
time is over, sir. 120.
Time is over.
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, okay. Can we continue in the next class?
Okay, sir. Till then, we'll work on that problem, sir. We'll try to work out on the problem.
Yeah, the answer should be, you can see the answer also.
Sir, this problem is there in the Moodle, right?
This is not there.
This is not.
Actually, once this recording is over, I thought of uploading it. So, do you have any other class afterwards?
No, sir. Today's the last class, sir.
Today's the last class, sir.
This is the last class.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can you just give me just 10 minutes? We'll finish it off. I promise that it should be done in 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. Okay? We'll continue this. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'll quickly run through it. Okay. Yeah, it was, yeah, look at this. Let's say this is receipts and this is a payments, debits. Okay, this is credits. Uh, let's say uh, 2500 is received, 500 is received, and totally it is 3000. Okay, and you paid, let's say 700, and you paid mm, 1300. You paid 1300. Okay, and what is the total on this side? It is 2000. Right? This is 2000. Okay, right. Now, when you tally the account, let's say this is debit side and this is credit side, boys and girls. This is credit side. So when you tally the account, what do? 3000 is the highest. So you write here 3000, and this side also you write 3000. Okay, what is a balancing figure? Balancing figure. What is a balancing figure? The balancing figure is mm, yeah, balancing figure is how much? 1000.
1000.
1000. And this is, what is that you write? By balance
Carry down.
carried down, right? And the same will come here as to balance brought down.
Brought down. Yes, sir.
Okay, as what? 1000. Okay, now the debit balance of 1500. Okay, now is it debit balance or credit balance?
Debit balance.
Debit
Okay,
balance, sir.
debit balance. Now, how do you say that? How do you say that? Debit side is more than the credit side. Simple.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'll replace it with 1500. Okay, just for this convenience sake. Had it been 1500 debit balance, and this debit balance is written on the credit balance, instead of writing it here, you have written as by balance brought down as
1500.
1500. That is the meaning of this sentence. 1500. Okay, that is the meaning. Now, because of this, what happens? The debit balance of 1500 on the previous day brought forward as, or it is brought down as credit balance. Credit balance. As a result, what happens? The amount will be shown less by how much? The cash book balance is reduced by its, as a, actually cash book balance is a positive balance of 1500, but now it is a negative balance of 1500. So this negative 1500 you should bring to zero, and from there you have to make it to 1500. So the 1500 of negative to bring it to zero. Okay, then from there you have to again add 1500. So 3000 is falling short of actual amount in account as per the cash book, right? The amount falls short is 3000. Okay, 1500 is actual positive balance. Instead of 1500 positive, you have made 1500 negative. The negative make it neutral first, and then make positive of 300, 1500. So negative 1500, positive 1500 put together, it is 3000. Understood?
Yes,
This
sir.
clear, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This much is shown less in the cash book. So what you should do, you should reverse it by writing the wrong entry in the credit side. Okay, credit, wrong entry in the credit. Okay, instead of debit. Okay, instead of debit. Let's say simply debit. It is 1500 plus 1500, 3000.
3000.
To bring it back to actual figures. Next, over almost. Then the payment side of the cash book was undercast by 100.
Very nice.
Under total by, the payment side is undercast. Undercast, the payment should have been 200, but you have written only 100. As a result, what happens? It shows, as a result, what happens? The payment side is supposed to be 200, and but you have written only 100.
No more 100 will write, sir.
So
Well,
subtract it.
own more and then bring it down by 100. You've done it. Undercasting payment. Okay, next. A cash discount allowed 112 was recorded as 121 in the bank one. Just now,
Yeah, this you earlier said the difference would be recorded.
no, not the difference.
Oh.
This is immaterial for us. Okay, actually, this cash discount is not supposed to be recorded in the bank column. Why did you record it? Okay, it is not supposed to be recorded in the bank column. There is a discount column, you should record in the discount column. But a foolish fellow, new accountant, recorded in the bank column. What you should do that?
So we should record only 112, right, sir?
Yeah, how much is recorded in the bank column? That only is important for you, and rest is ignored.
So 121 will be taken.
121 only you should take. Correct.
Yeah.
Sir, but he has taken, we should record 112, right, sir? But
Or
121.
the cash
No,
discount.
dude, here the amount which is recorded in the bank column.
Look at this. Okay. Now, once again, Kapish is coming. A cash discount allowed. What is allowed? What is received? We are not bothered. What we are bothering about is the amount that is recorded in the bank column.
Okay.
Okay. Why did he record it? Remove that. Okay, deduct it.
Understood, sir.
Wrong entry. Okay, next. A check of 500 receipt from debtor was recorded in the cash book but not deposited in the bank for collection. You recorded in the cash book. As a result, your cash book balance increases, but there is no entry in the passbook because it is not sent to bank at all.
So
Okay,
add it, sir. No.
you will add it, right? You will add it. Where is that?
We'll subtract, sir.
Subtract. Why?
Sir, it is added in the cash,
Oh,
but it is
oh,
not in bank
deposited.
record.
Okay, okay, yeah, deposited.
It is uh, a check
We
of
received 500, sir. He mentioned that we will receive 500.
amount, the passbook balance is less, so reduce from cash book. Done. Deducted. One outgoing check of 300 was recorded twice.
Rise in the cash.
Issued. Check issued. Outgoing means issued.
So we should
Okay.
we should balance the figure. So we should write in the we should add, sir, 300.
Yeah, twice it is recorded.
So 600. No,
Yeah.
300.
Check issued. Recorded twice in the cash book. 300. So the total of add is 4,500. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Plus 10,000, 14,500. Okay. Then the total of less items is 971. Deduct it from 14,500. You got 13,590, 521.
529.
529. This is balance as per balance as
Passbook.
that's it. Right now.
Thank
So
you, sir.
yeah, thank you so much for your extended time. Okay, thank you. Good day, man. Take care. I will upload this, and if any confusion, okay, just send a message on WhatsApp. I'll
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
right. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Right now, thank you.